All right, hello beautiful people. Welcome to your reading for the new moon. The new moon in Cancer. I don't know why I've thought it's going to be a full moon this entire cycle. Maybe it just feels like two full moons in a row. We did just have the alignment with Sirius, which is one of the biggest stars that is known to date, aligned directly with the sun. So we are getting major star energy right now. And thank you so much for tuning into this reading. If you are new to the YouTube channel, I do full and new moon readings every full and new moon. I'm taking a break from doing my other videos right now because I'm working on writing a oracle deck. And if you are in the Indigo Instinct Healing Matrix or you follow me on Instagram, thank you so much for your presence. I am loving you. I'm loving those of you in a Facebook group. We have such a good family, and I am so grateful for your presence, even though I have not been running it as frequently as I usually do. These readings go up in advance for those who are in the Safe Space Facebook group, Indigo Instinct Healing Matrix on Facebook. Not like the regular Matrix, but more like the Healing Matrix. And on Instagram and YouTube, they go up on the day of the reading, or on the day of the lunar cycle. So if you want to get ahead, you want to understand what's coming towards you instead of feeling like you need guidance when you're stuck in it, then please join the Facebook group, join the Facebook group family, and you'll get these readings in advance. Just going to tune in. I do a 4-card reading, so primary energy is the first card that I pull, shadow energy is the second card that I pull, and then I do a pathway read where I pull 2 cards, one on top of the other. One is the energy that's keeping you stuck, and one is the energy that will liberate you. New moon in Cancer vibes. Interesting. Whew, bit of an ancient pattern vibe, this reading. This is our, I don't know if you can, are these auto-focusing? Are you auto-focusing? There we go. So this primary elder card is our primary card, and this upside down shaman card is our shadow card. Primary energy, where is it? Folks, I am with you, I promise. Is the autofocus with us? Is the other question. There we go. Primary energy of this new moon is going to be finally breaking through that pattern or that cycle that you have been struggling with for as long as you can remember. Maybe it's a habit that you've only become conscious of in the past few years, or maybe it's something that you struggle with every day. But this month, this lunar cycle, this new moon in intuitive feeling Cancer is the time to let this go. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like dropping your worries and walking away from it. It's going to feel like effort every day, sometimes every hour. But the more consistent you are with this effort, the more successful you will be in releasing this pattern once and for all. You can do this. The Elder card does not come up all that often, and we are talking about old roots, old knots, old ties, old complications, old ways of thinking, ways of being, ways of imagining, glass ceilings we put on ourselves, limitations and fears. And this is the time to actually successfully drop it. I don't want to use the word let it go because it's going to take more focus than that. It's going to take more persistence than that. But you can release it, and you will be successful in releasing it if you are, consistency is the word that keeps coming up, but if you are stubborn in your pursuit, you are stubborn in your goals, and you are stubborn about what you want to achieve and what you want to feel like after you have let this habit or this pattern go, you will be successful. Nice and light for our primary read. And for our shadow card, our upside down shaman, I'm just going to tune in here. This has to do with relationship, and for many of you, it's going to be the masculine energy in your life, the more dominating energy in your life. It could be you, but I do see this as a relational card, relationship with self, but more likely a relationship with another. And be aware that although someone's opinion may be strong and they may be convinced of their rightness, even if they're being honest, they may be convinced in what they believe, they may be convinced in what they're trying to convince you of, or their frame of reference and their frame of mind. It's important to remember your sovereignty and to remember how you feel, what your gut is telling you, and not allow this semblance of this person knows best, this person knows better, this person knows more. And do your best to resist that confusion, to be able to tune in, or to allow yourself to tune in to what your gut is really saying and what your whole body is really saying. The mind can be confusing. The heart can also sometimes be confusing because we want to please and we want to fit in and we want to do the thing that feels like it's in alignment. But if we know in our guts that something else is true, we must listen to it. Solar energy is strong right now. That sun energy, that more fiery side, that convincing side, that dominating side of life is strong right now. And it's important for us to remember in our softer selves, in our quieter selves, that there is not one way to do things, and we are not only part of one narrative. Just be mindful of the voices that are coming in with frequent suggestion. You're strong enough. You do not need to be led astray. And our pathway read. Okay. Is that too big? Our block for the new moon in Cancer is isolation. Are you isolating yourself in the challenges that you are going through? Meaning, are you being silent about it? Are you not sharing what you're going through with people? Are you not sharing what you're going through in a journal? Are you suppressing it? Or are you taking on a brave approach by saying, I've got this. I've got this. I've got this. I don't need support. I don't need help. I don't need to slow down. I can handle all this stuff at once. Until inevitably you crash and all that you have packed with you goes spilling out into the street and you either have to repair it or it's broken. allow, even through your discomfort, allow the connectivity of others to lift you up. Even if this is going to be a different one for some of you, but even though the people that you feel who you generally connect with may not be the solution in this case. It may be important for you to connect with new people. It may be important for you to reach beyond your scope. Connectivity is what matters. It's not about fitting yourself into a group that you think you're a part of. Be open to your connections. Sometimes someone who is strange in the way, just in the way that you are, is looking for another person who sees that same strangeness within themselves. And together you can make beautiful works of art. But be aware of where you're isolating. That's our block for the new moon in Cancer, and I'll path our way through the energy that we can invite into this lunar phase to make everything feel a little bit easier and a little bit more breathful, full of breathing. Is our beautiful shield maiden, but in reverse. Just tuning in. So what's coming through for me is that it's not that you no longer have to be a warrior, and it's not that it is time for you to put down your cloak or your sword or your shield and to become someone else. It just means that on the path of every warrior, you are not always in battle. Sometimes you are training. Sometimes you are bathing. Sometimes you are stretching. Sometimes you are walking. But you don't always have to be in battle, which means that you can embrace your warrior spirit. You can internalize your warrior spirit, but you do not always have to be preparing for a fight. Allowing some it's a mix between nothingness and unproductiveness into your days. This will be more nourishing than you realize, and this will be more fueling than you realize if you allow yourself the space, allow yourself the permission to leave a certain amount of space in your day unscheduled. Truly unscheduled, because that'll give you the opportunity for the divine to come in, for your creativity to come in, and for your soul expression to rise to the surface. You are a warrior, but you do not always need to fight. So that is what I have for you for the new moon in Cancer. If you would like a private reading with me, you can book on Instagram or leave me a comment. If you're in the matrix, just drop a comment below. Please leave any sort of comment on how it resonated. Drop me a heart. Subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. Follow me if you're on Instagram. Get more of these supercharged readings for every new and full moon. And I am wishing you all a super beautiful and spacious and breathful new cycle. Much love to you all.